know exactly what to do to get you to get what you want. So here's what we're going to do. In here, what we want to do is put a formula that's going to be an if-then statement. So what we want to say is, if this number is bigger than this number, then we're going to give them 3 points. If it's equal, then we're going to give them 2 points. And if this is less than this, then we're going to give them 1 point. We also want to say that if this is blank, it's going to be 0 points. So here's how we started off. So I'm going to press equals to start a formula, and then I'm going to press if. If is the function. So we're going to put in a logical test. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, if this is blank, and the way that we say it's blank is we say that it's equal to nothing there. We put it into quotation marks, and there's nothing between the quotation marks. You can't just leave it blank. You've got to actually put something there. That's why we have the 2 quotation marks. So we're saying if it's blank, then, so we put a comma, then we're going to put a 0. Okay? So that's what that first part means. If the cell is blank, give it 0. Otherwise, so comma is like otherwise, and then we're going to put another if-then statement in there. So otherwise, if this cell is bigger than this cell, it means that they've won, then what we're going to do is we're going to give them 3 points. Otherwise, if this cell is equal to this cell, then, see the comma, then we're going to give them 2 points. Now, the only possibilities for that cell is it's either blank, or it's bigger than C4, or it's equal to C4. The only other possibility is that it's less than C4. So in the event that these conditions aren't met, that it's not blank, it's not greater than it's not greater than than C4, it's not equal to C4, then in that event, it has to be less than, so we're going to give them 1 point. So if none of these things are true, then give them 1 point, because the only other option is that it's empty. That they've lost. Now that's the end of the formula, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to close off these brackets. There's 3 brackets, so I'm going to make 3 brackets. 1, 2, 3. And there's my formula. And what you can see is I'm going to put some numbers in here. So let's say that they won 10 to 2. They get 3 points because they've won 10 to 2. Let's say that it was 10 to 20. Look at that, they've lost, they get 1 point. And let's see if it was 10 all, then they get 2 points. So that will automatically update. All you've got to do is put in the score and it will give you some points. Then what we can do is we can copy this formula by going to the bottom right hand corner. See how my mouse goes to a black cross? Bottom right hand corner, drag it across, and now that formula has been copied all the way along. And as you move to the right, the formula changes. So now it looks at D4. It doesn't look at B4 anymore. This one looks at F4. So there's F4. This one looks at H4. And this one looks at J4. So as you slide this across, the formula changes with the cells. Next up, what we want to do is we want to add these cells together. So in here, we're going to make a sum. So this is going to equal the sum of all of these. Notice the brackets. And right now it's got 2 points in there. Now you can imagine that after all these formulas are in and you've put all the bibs, shirts, blues, greens, numbers in, you're going to have all these different points here, right? And what you want to do then is tell them what place they came. So what you want to do is rank them. So the function is rank. So you type equals and then rank. Then you open up a bracket. Now you want to tell them what cell you want to rank. We want to rank this cell here, which is L4. And I'm going to put a comma. So that's the number that we're ranking. This is a reference. So which cells do you want to rank from? I want to rank them from all of these cells here. So they're all going to have points in them. I want to rank this cell compared to all of these, and then comma. Now don't ask me why. Actually descending is what we want. I didn't realize what 0 and 1 meant before. So 0 for descending order, because we want 1 to be the best. And then hit a bracket. That is going to rank this cell compared to all of these cells. Now, I can copy this formula all the way down if I want. Yes, they're all red. We can fix up the colors a little bit later. But now this cell is now finding the sum of all of these. This cell is finding the sum of from B7 all the way up to K7 and so on. So that'll copy that down. If you copy this down, here's what happens. All right. It looks pretty good. The problem is that it's referencing all of these cells here, and we want these cells to stay the same. We don't want them to move down. By the time you get to the bottom, it's now doing all these, and you don't want that. So here's how you keep them set in place. We want it to go from L4 to L15, and we want to keep that in place. We use dollar signs. We use dollar signs in front of the L and the 4, and we use dollar signs in front of the L and the 15. And what that's going to do is it's going to keep that locked in place. So if I copy these cells down now, right, you'll see that this is first. All these guys are second because they've all got 0 points. And as you go down, it still references the same set of cells. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that these group of cells sliding down as you copy down. As for difference, we want to know the difference between for and against. So this will be the number of points for minus the number of points against. For this one here, you want to know how much the points are for. So I'm going to show you a good way of doing this. So all the points for are going to be the first cell in each game. All right? And that's what you had last time. Now, a quick way to do the against, instead of putting in the formula and clicking all these cells, I can slide this across. And what that does is it slides across the reference cell, the one where it calculates the number. So that'll make it a little bit quicker for you. So all of these formulas are set for us. We can now copy this all the way down, and check this out. Double click here now, and it just copies it all the way down. How cool is that? So we now have all the formulas in. All you've got to do is put the numbers into here. You do have to copy this formula into here, so I can copy and paste. You'll notice that it's red, and we can paste. Whoop. We just want the formula. Oh, check that out. I just copied the formula. So if you just copy the formula, paste the formula rather than the formula and the formatting, it'll keep the color the same for you. That would be nice, because it means that you don't have to then go back and change the color. But now that I've got these formulas here, which is what I want, I can select them and carry them across. Oh, it doesn't like that. Here's my warning. It says I've got to merge the cells if I want them. All right, gonna have to do them individually, row by row. All right. So what I'll do is I'll email the video, and I'll also email you this thing here, and you can go and do Richmond rules and anything else that you want. And that should cover you for the whole thing. All right. Good luck, mate. Hope it helps. See you later.